Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to play the B flat concert scale on clarinet. So the B flat scale is one of the first scales that you usually learn as a clarinetist because it has no sharps and no flats, and it's just one of the easier scales to learn when you're first starting out. So the notes that we have to learn, I'm going to be showing you the first 5 in the start of this video. We usually call it the pentatonic scale. It's just 5 notes, and this is a really good way to start out. It's just a little more manageable at first. So the very first note you want to play, you're going to have your thumb on the back of the clarinet on this key right here. Then you're going to have 1, 2, 3 over the first 3 holes. So again, thumb on the back, and then 1, 2, 3. And that is the note C. Alright, so I'm going to play an example of what C should sound like. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next couple of notes. So again, C, we have thumb on the back, 1, 2, 3. And then the next note in your scale is D. So to play D, all we're going to be doing is removing this bottom, moving your ring finger. So just go up, take that off, and that's D. So from C to D. And then to go to E, we're just going to remove one more finger. So C to E, first 3 notes of your scale. Just like that. And then to play F, so here was E. To play F, it's just the thumb on the back. So C, D, E, F. So. And that's the first 4 notes. Alright, and then the 5th note, this is actually the easiest note. You don't put your fingers on any keys or do anything, you just hold the clarinet. Just keep your thumb on the little pad down here, you just hold it, and that's G. So you're going from F, which is just this, to G. So the first 5 notes, I'll just show and then play it. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, that's C, D, E, F, and then G is nothing. So that's the pentatonic version of this, which is just the first 5 notes. So I'll play that out for you. And then make sure you're comfortable going up and down this scale. It's just going to make it a little bit easier when we move on to the last couple of notes. Alright, so the next note that we're going to be doing is A, which is just this key right here. Just this key right here. Alright, so A, it's kind of an ugly sounding note on clarinet because it's in what we call the throat tone, so it's going to sound a little scratchy at first, but that's okay. This is A. So that's A. So again, we have C, D, E, F, G, A. And then what we're going to be doing next is what's called crossing the break. So it's just a fancy word for like going from just one finger to bunches of fingers. And we just call it crossing the break. That's just what we call it. So I'm going to show you. So we're going from A to B. So the fingering for B, you're going to have your thumb on the back. And you also want to be pressing this key. It's called the register key. It's going to make the notes sound higher. So you want to press that down at the same time. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this side key right here. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's the thumb on the back with this register key. You want to press the register key and hold down your thumb over the hole there. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then this side key right here. There are like a ton of little side keys right here. Don't want to use the one that's way up here, but in this little group of 3, it's this one. The one that's closer to like the middle of your clarinet, right here. So that is B, and it is a lot of notes. So going from A to B, you're going from just one, holding down one key to almost all your fingers. So it's a little hard to do. It's going to sound like. So I'm going to show you guys playing from C, the first note we learned, all the way up to B, and then we just have one note to learn after that. Alright, so I'm going to play C to B, and then we're just going to add the last note at top. So from C to B. So that's the first couple of notes. And then, so remember our fingering for B, thumb on the back with the register key, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, side key. And then to get to C, what we're going to be doing is you want to be placing your pinky down here. There's like in the middle of the clarinet as well. There's there's really 4 keys right here. We want to focus on the 2 that are closer to the middle of the clarinet again, and it's going to be the lower one. So you're in your position for B. What you're going to be doing is lifting this pinky up while placing this pinky on the key right down here, and that's going to create the note C. So again, fingering for the fingering for B looks like this, and then to get C, we're going to play this right down here. So just here to here, just moving the pinkies. So I'm going to play for you what C to B sounds like. And you're also still having everything else in the same place, so include the register key and this hole in the back. So now you know all the notes to the scale. So I'm going to be just showing you the fingering again for all of the notes, and then I'll be playing it for you. So we'll start C, which is thumb without this little key. So C, 1, 2, 3, and then so it's C, D, E, F, G, which is nothing, A, and then so A, and then B, so thumb in the back with the register key, these three, and this right here, B, and then to C, B to C. So I'm going to play you what the entire scale should sound like from bottom to top. Alright, congratulations, you just learned your B-flat concert scale. So again, this will be one of the very first scales that you'll learn as a clarinet. So good on you for learning it. And then now I'm just going to share some tips when learning new scales and practicing scales. So one of the first things you can do is what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, which is to just learn the first 5 notes, the pentatonic scale. And also what you can do is learn the arpeggios for scales. So the arpeggios is the notes 1, 3, 5, and then the top note. So I'm going to be showing you guys what the arpeggio is for the scale we just learned today. Alright, so I've got a little scale sheet here so I can point some stuff out to you guys. So this is the scale that we were learning today, the concert B-flat major scale. So it's going to, for the arpeggio, it's going to be this section right over here. So it's going to be C, E, G, C, G, E, C. That is what the arpeggio is. So if you want to like take a little screenshot or whatever, and then I'll show you guys how to play this now. Alright, so once you know all the fingerings for the notes, it's not too difficult to add this arpeggio. So we're going to have C, which is thumb in the back, 1, 2, 3, to E, which is just thumb in this one, to G, which is nothing, to C, which is the lower one down here, all of the fingers plus the register key, and then back to G, which is nothing, E, which is these 2, and then down to C. So this is what the arpeggio should sound like, and I'll try to show you the fingerings as well as I'm playing. So yeah, we're just going C, E, G, C, G, E, C. And then generally when you are playing your scales, that is what is called the arpeggio is going to go at the end of your scale. So you're going to play all the notes C to C, up and down, and then you're going to play the arpeggio. So I'll just do a demonstration of what the entire completed scale plus the arpeggio at the end should sound like. And that is what the B-flat major scale sounds like. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new and that you found this video helpful.